Yo, what is up, archers? Strong Archer Zero is back, and in today's video we're gonna continue student transfer main game, the KC route. So what we want to do is click load. We go to quick because we did a quick save, and then we click here. And the fact that no one had walked into the bathroom during our rodeo meant that it was very likely Elizabeth had done an amazing job keeping everyone away. Okay, if you guys missed the last episode, right? John and Casey did something in the bed, which is you know what I mean. So we're gonna continue. Are you awake? I am now. Even if I was the girl, I was taking the big spoon roll in the bed. Listen, are you sure this is the right thing to do? What? What do you mean? Yeah, Casey, I thought you loved me. I mean, love John, right? Being a couple, a real one. Ooh. Oh, so are we gonna make it official right now? But isn't that what you wanted to? We've both been fencing each other for a while, so I know, it's just I'll be seeing you under a different light. At least I will. I don't know about you. Can you elaborate, please? Oh, but I'm too tired now. I thought you knew what I meant. You've never been in a relationship before, are you? Have you? Sorry. No, but what does that have to do with? I should have imagined. It's a long talk. We'll speak in the morning. But Casey! She quickly turned around and pecked me on the lips before facing the wall again. Sleep well, babe. Come on, you can't just wake me up and tell me something like that just to leave everything up in the air. I mean, she literally just did, John, so there's nothing you can do. Casey? Nah, she's still asleep, man. Aw, damn it. That was the night we officially started dating. Oh, so it's official now. John and Casey are dating. And the other night, the night I was the happiest since that day we thought we had lost our lives forever. Okay. It felt like it was the final step to finally mixing our lives as much as possible. Sure, we had our restrictions on what we could do and couldn't do, but luckily they were now even less than before. Oh, what? I mean, are you naked? No, thank God. I thought John was naked for a second. I mean, John's body naked for a second, but it isn't, so I don't have to censor this because this is just a man, right? The next morning, the first one to know about our relationship. What? I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be ours, so there's some error here. It's an error, but it's okay. The first one to know about our relationship was none other than our trusty maid Elizabeth. Even though she cheered for my relationship with her employer and was almost certain that was the outcome of last night, we still had to confirm it to her. For her. And there's something in my throat. I need to drink some water. 1 second, guys. That's better. She immediately approved of our relationship and kindly offered her help as she always did. I also told her she had nothing to worry about, but she still insisted on giving her support to us when we needed her. Hey, Elizabeth is the best maid ever. Oh, I'm so happy for you guys. Thanks, Elizabeth. But sadly, I can't delay my duties any further. We'll have to talk later. Aw, that's too bad. But I guess we'll see Elizabeth later. Sure thing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go and start cleaning the ballroom. Hey, Casey. about our conversation. Of course, that morning we not only talked with Elizabeth, but I also asked for an explanation to Casey's words from last night. Yeah. Oh, right. That. Well, basically, what I wanted to say is that we'll be dealing with much more intimate things between us. Casey, we literally saw each other nearly every day for the last 9 months. We both know almost everything about the other. Aha! Almost. Case in point. Case in point. I raised my brow in confusion. I still wasn't getting where she was going with this conversation. Look, I've never talked to you about my deepest secrets, my ridiculous bucket list, my philosophies, my eccentric train of thought. Because those are the things one only speaks about to their most intimate confidant. Which in this case would be Elizabeth? No? Well, yes, but besides her. Oh, so me? She playfully nodded as she walked towards me and grabbed my hands. Who else but my boy girlfriend then? I love this relationship, man. Although it still wouldn't beat my favorite relationship, which is John and Yui. Those two are still my favorite, my top relationship there. But this sure is come in second. I see what you mean now. And yeah, I likely tell the same things up to you. No, likely is enough. I want you to trust me and I want to trust you. But of course, I can't force you to do that. It has to come naturally. Okay. Is this how a relationship is supposed to start? I don't know. I've never had a girlfriend before. So, yeah. If you guys have ever dated someone before, let me know in the comment. And is this how a relationship is supposed to start? My puzzled look and silence must have worried Casey, since she looked away bashfully before letting my hands go. Sorry, John. It's not my intention to barrage you with dozens of rules or advices, depending on how you want to look at them. It's just that I've had so many failed relationships before that I now automatically want to set things clear from the beginning, even if part of the magic of the relationship is finding out about this gradually, spending time and doing things together. Oh. Sorry. So, is this what you were worried about last night? It seems that I finally was connecting all the dots together. Casey's kind smile appeared on her face again. Yeah. I see. Phew, for a second I thought you were having second thoughts on the whole couple thing. Oh no. Sorry if it came out like that. I was very sleepy and I didn't use my words properly. It's fine, don't worry. Aww, you guys are so cute together. Man, I want to see an anime version of Student Transfer. Come on, man, someone have to do it. Besides, how could I be having second thought after what you did with your mouth last night? Nope, don't talk about that here. Let them see that in the previous video. Please don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Casey, you're a natural. Did you know that? Shut up. The more embarrassed I looked, the more she laughed. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, because that was the first and last time I'll be doing that. If you say so. I'll see how long it takes me to change your mind. Oh, are we gonna do it again? The third round? Your efforts will be in vain. or how much I have to use my mouth. Ooh! I followed her down the hallway as she exited the room. Well, you can always try. And I just love John. He's the best protagonist in this whole thing. Well, he's the only protagonist in this main story route thing. But in the other scenario, there's also someone else's as the protagonist. So there's that. Of course, even if I had been John's girlfriend for quite a while now to Casey's parents, I still had to come clean to my own family. Oh, here you go. Here you go, the confession. And that included Holly. Man, I'm sure Holly's gonna be happy for us, man. Like, no, Holly's not gonna get mad to you, John. Don't worry. As a sister, she will be happy for you guys. Come again? To ensure we would be able to handle Holly's reaction and survive it, we waited for a couple of months for her and Gwen to start dating as well. We thought that would help to ease her down when she found out. I'm dating your brother, Holly. Holly looked at me with the most disdainful look I had ever seen her make. Are you guys serious? Sorry, Holly. Please don't be mad at me or her. She wouldn't be mad at you guys, right, Holly? Wait, so that's why you didn't come home that night? I knew what Elizabeth told me sounded fishy. Huh, I wonder what lie she had to come up with. But John, dude, why? There are millions of girls out there and you choose to date my best friend who's coincidentally my former crush? Oh, yeah, that's awkward, right? Don't siblings have codes that forbid that? Like bros before hoes? Oops, no offense, Casey. Yeah, well, you're not her bro, but her sis, so... Gwen, you're not helping. Thankfully, my sister's girlfriend was siding with us, making things much easier than we thought. Oh, come on, Holly. What are you going to do? Split them up? Just like that? Well, no, but... Look at them. They look so happy together, just like us. And remember that if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have met in the first place. Dot. Suddenly, Holly stood up from the sofa and turned around and facing the kitchen. Holly? I'm gonna need a drink. She rapidly walked away and headed straight for the fridge. Alright, I guess this is fine. You guys want anything? Can you bring me a glass of water, babe? Make it 2 of them. I'll have a soda. Pussies. A few moments later, and Holly was back with 2 cups of water, a soda can, and a cold beer. Oh, so Holly get a beer, huh? That's cool. Thank you. I don't know which one's more shocking, you dating my brother or the time you told me that you weren't into me. I would personally incline to pick the latter. But hey, at least no one's crying this time. Speak for yourself. Holly! Oof. Okay, crying is not the word, but I am still in shock, okay? Holly drank a good part of her drink while Gwen looked at both of us. So how long have you guys been dating? A little before my Casey's birthday. Yeah, like 2 months or so. How could I be so blind? Huh? Really? Are you sure? Her question caught the 3 of us by surprise. It should be around that time. Why? Oh, nothing. It's just that the 2 of you seems very close back when I worked at the store. Holly nearly choked on her drink when she gave us that glare. When was that? Like a year ago or something? Oh, they both blushing. As bad A sepulchral silence took over the room as Holly fixed her attention on Casey and me. Uh-oh, did I say too much? Gwen, can you do me a favor? Yes, Holly? Go to the kitchen, reach into the back of the third shelf from the left and fetch me a bottle. That's where Mom keeps her good stash. Alrighty, coming! It's not what it looks like. I sure hope not, but anyway, I'm gonna need something stronger than beer to handle this. Man, I love Holly. One long and exhaustive convincing letter, and Holly finally approved of our relationship, despite the multiple holes and suspicious points in our explanation. With my mom, however, it was much more easier. Oh, Casey, I can't believe you and John are now dating. I was so happy when John told me about it. You said you were dumbfounded back at home, Mom. Dumbfounded with joy, Holly. Not every day one's kid gets a girlfriend. Oh, Sandra must be so happy, huh? At least you're not being as annoying as when I told you about Gwen. Watch out, Cass. She'll barrage you with lots of pointless questions the first chance she gets. I couldn't help but laugh along with my mother and sister's talk. With the yacht working again, and we had taken the opportunity to invite them to spend the day with me. We had agreed with Casey to tell her about it once we were sailing, but Mom figured everything out last night. It's fine, Holly, and we'll have plenty of time to talk on the yacht, Sandra. Sure thing, honey, and thanks again for inviting us to this lovely plan. Woo, I can't believe I'm actually going to be riding one of those. Do you think I'll be able to helm it? Can you girls take a picture of me while I'm doing it? Mom! What's the matter? I'm just a bit excited, that's all. Despite being a decent car driver, I still had several doubts about letting my mother steer a luxury ship with all of us aboard. Yeah, I think it's better for just the driver to steer it, man. Do you even call yacht driver? I don't know. I didn't know how to politely tell my mom that the idea was frightening to me, so I limited myself to pulling a rather nervous laugh. Anyways, I love the couple you two make. You were always part of the family to me, but I guess now it's official, right? It's not like they are married. ... Wait, did John blush? John's blushing, man. We were minutes away from driving to the lake when I met with Casey at front gate. Okay. And as I expected, she greeted me with a slap on the butt. Hey there, sweet chicks. Looking good. Cass, not here. My mother and sister are around. They're already up in the cab, don't worry. Although I'm sorry that I ruined the surprise last night. She was teasing me a lot and asking too many questions, and I had to give in. Don't sweat it. That's just how she is. To be honest, I'm surprised she hasn't found out about our secret. She raised a brow as if she didn't seem to get what I was referring to. About what? Eh? Seriously? Our secret is quite broad, actually. Cassie, or our swap. Oh, right, of course. Sorry, I had my thoughts somewhere else. I took her hand and fiddled her fingers for a bit. Okay? It's okay, babe. Aww. Anyways, shall we get going? As we were reaching the first anniversary of our swap, I started to notice how little by little we stopped talking about the original issue that brought us this far. how things were starting to become normal again. But a different kind of normal things, like wearing makeup, attending college, going shopping, and music lessons, and had become something normal for me. But I always saw it as something temporary that I was supposed to do until I was able to get back to my old normal stuff. Until I got back to being John again. I started noticing how I truly began assimilating Casey's life habits into my own only a few weeks after we started dating. I no longer asked for Casey's consent on very important decisions, even though I always felt directly responsible. As for her, it seems like Casey was on the same track, each of us gradually fitting into our new persona one day at a time. We only mentioned these inquiries a handful of times, but never really got into a deep discussions or analysis. If we dug too much into the topic, someone always ended up pretty close. But despite everything we felt and everything we had been through, we still had each other. Oh, this is so cute. I feel like it's gonna be ending soon. As for the device whereabouts, an unexpected silver lining had manifested. Casey's father ended up investing so much into those companies that it turned out to be noticeably profitable for the family. There were more employees, more ships, more missions, more work, but the device was still nowhere to be seen. While our last hope slowly died, our love continued to bloom nevertheless. Oh. More days passed, weeks, months. I continued attending college and decided to finish Casey's fashion designer career. Even if I knew it wasn't my thing, I had only one more year to finish it, and I felt like it would be a pity if I dropped out when I was so close. Casey graduated, and we all attended a beautiful ceremony where all of my friends and family were celebrating Casey's. Sorry, what? Where all my friends and family were celebrating. Casey wanted to go to college again, but wasn't sure about what to do this time. And thanks to her family's wishes, she was able to take a sabbatical. We kept meeting most days like any other couple would, but our plans were usually a bit more exotic than normal. Go to the movies with premiere tickets, take occasional 3 or 4 day vacations, and travel anywhere in the world. Go to the fanciest museum and dinners. Okay. I don't remember when, but eventually I stopped asking Casey's father about the missing lock regularly. Aww. So I'm just gonna accept your fate like that. Day 594. The bridesmaid's secret. What? Yo, look at that. There's no screenshot. I didn't screenshot. You screenshot it. Still crampy today. Ever wondered what desserts your crush may like? A new scientific study says you can find out according to their eye color. Casey, what exactly do you expect me to get from this? It was a sunny spring afternoon. Casey and I had been hanging out at my place all day until she decided to make me read the most recent issue of her monthly magazine. Wait a minute, that's an anime. That's an anime character, right? I'm not sure, but I think it's someone. Well, I thought we could get an idea or two spice things up. Don't you think? Wanda is like the holy grail of young men's fashion and modern culture. I would hardly call something that needs to clarify as study as scientific. Something like that. I mean, look at this. What kind of burrito would be? Find out on page 12. Where do you think I got most of my so-called by you amazing ideas for couple hangouts from? Oh, I can't believe they still come in physical format. Don't you read them online too? Oh, you clearly don't know the joy and excitement of reading a new issues of your favorite magazine when you come back from a very exhausting day at school or college. Hey, of course I do. I used to buy Game Reporter back in elementary and early years of high school until it went full digital. She nuzzled my breast with her head, giving me a strange but rather pleasant feeling. Are you comfortable down there, babe? Ah, you have no idea how good this is. I wish you could try it too. Haha, me too. It had almost been 2 years stuck as each other, and we had fully assumed this would likely be our lives from now on. We had dozens of things. Sorry? We had dozens of talks about this during all this time. We had even gone to therapy to learn how to better cope with it. Ooh. So you guys went to therapy, huh? Nice, nice, nice. Therapy is good for us. And finally, we learned to live with it at the point of being able to joke about it without feeling bad or miserable. Oh la la! Oh, you know what would be the best complement to this? A massage from the most skilled hands in the world. So Elizabeth, well, yes, but I meant you, silly. No way, you still owe me like 5 of them. Until then, I'm not moving a finger. You could do it with your boobs too. Oh, shut up. Suddenly, Casey stood up and stretched out her arms by the bed. Well, I'm hungry. What if we ask Elizabeth to prepare a snack for us? I closed the issue and joined her by sitting on the bed. We can't. She's out for some groceries. What? Really? I may have had a craving for grapes earlier today. Haha. What if we see what's in the kitchen then? Or even better, what if you help me cook something? And by help, I mean doing it all by yourself while I cheer for you from a safe distance. What do I gain from that? I can't believe it's been so long since I've known her and she still can't cook a damn thing by herself. My eternal gratitude. I shook my head in a dramatic way as she walked towards the door. I'm afraid you'll have to do better than that if you... Okay, and 1 massage. Fine, 2 massages. How would you like your pancakes, babe? Aww. This is a cute couple, man. After another one of our negotiations, which usually ended up with a favorable outcome for me, we headed towards the kitchen. However, just as we were pacing through the main hall, the doorbell suddenly rang. Oh, is that Elizabeth? I doubt it. She would have used her keys. I'll get it, Cass. You go and get the ingredients ready for the batter. You seriously can't even do that, really? Of course I can. I had to learn how to do it to pass as you, but if I make a mess, it's your fault. I wonder who this is. Could it be Holly? She turned around with a cute spout and walked down the hallway until she disappeared from my sight. Shaking my head, I proceed to open the front door. Is it Holly? Yes. Once I did that, I found a tall mailman with a large cardboard box in his hands, and by the look on his face, it seems kind of heavy. What? Good afternoon, ma'am. It's, He was barely able to keep the package from falling when he took a piece of paper out from his pocket. Is Raymond right in this house? I've got a package for him. Oh, it's for Raymond. It's not, unfortunately, but I'm his daughter. I can sign for it and hand it to him later. Sounds good to me. We normally don't do deliveries at this time of the day, but this one had an urgent delivery label placed on it. Wait. Is it the device? Is it the thing that Raymond asked for them to search? I see. Well, I think this package must be important then. Do I have no idea what it might be. Where do I sign? I have a feeling this is the remote, man. After the man placed the box in the center of the room and I signed some papers, he finally left the mansion's grounds, leaving me all by myself with this mysterious box. This looks heavy. I'll just leave it here until Elizabeth comes and give me a... My monologue was abruptly interrupted the second I noticed a familiar emblem on one side of the box. It was the cruise company sign. The same one Casey's father had been investing in for a long time. It is the remote, right? They did send him a lot of letters and small packages from time to time, but never one like this. I better take this somewhere safe now. I had a strange hunch, mustering up enough strength to carry it all the way to my bedroom. The first thing I did after I placed it on top of my bed was, of course, open it. It smells really bad in there. Ignoring the stench as much as I could, I noticed there were two main contents inside it. There was a black plastic bag filled with stuff that took up almost all of the space inside the package, and on top of it, there was a sealed letter which also had the company's logo stamp in it. I wonder why they would send cases that this. I hesitated for a few moments, ripping open the letters envelopes. Even if I felt like I was violating another person's privacy, the urge to know more about the box grew stronger and stronger within me. Oh my god. I think this is the device, guys. The alien remote thingy. Next, I held the card in my hand and began to read it out loud. Dear Raymond Wright, we're happy to inform you that after many months of thorough and restless search, we have successfully found a possible match for your missing luggage. Oh. No way. Oh. My heart stopped for a few moments upon reading the first line. What? My hands were getting sweaty and my legs were slowly starting to become numb all of a sudden, giving me the impression I would lose my balance any second. Still, I needed to finish reading the letter. It was found within an obsolete container inside one of our less active disposals. We're not exactly certain on how your luggage was rendered lost in that location, but our strongest hypothesis suggests it must have happened in the middle of a major deposit move. Ooh, I was stuttering more than I would have liked to, but I just couldn't help it. We would have preferred to bring you the original bag as well, but it was substantially damaged, and we didn't want one of our most important investors to interpret it as an act of disrespect. Okay. Thankfully, we were able to recover almost the entire of the bag's contents, which have been shipped to you in this package. Thank you for your trust and patience with us. That's it. Okay, so it took, well, like what? 2 years? 3 years? Man, are you kidding me? It's probably 1 or 2 years, right? I tossed the letter to one side of the bed and began digging into the pile of clothing with my hands. Oh, my desperation had grown higher than ever before, from one second to another. Man, what if Casey come out right now? I think it's better for you to lock the door first. Shit, what exactly am I looking for? What did Casey's mom say she had put in it? Right, at the bottom of the box I noticed a firmer object with a leather-like texture. Oh, that's it! That's the handbag! Of course, the purse! Yeah, the purse, whatever. As soon as I grabbed the handle, I pulled on it until the bag was completely out of the box. This is it! It's the bag! The bag where my hands were shaking as I carefully opened it and checked its content item by item. Makeup, sunglasses, nail polish, and... wait! The device! I dug to the bottom of the bag with my hand where I had noticed an only faintly familiar metallic shine. As soon as my fingers gripped the cool hard exterior, a tear began to roll down my cheek. Oh my god! Oh my god! And just like that, I pulled the object out of the handbag and I couldn't hold it back any longer. The device! Oh! I looked in all directions. I touched my body, my face. I touched the dirty clothes inside the box again. I grabbed my bed sheets, my pillow, and I even pinched myself a couple of times too. I needed to make sure this was real. Wait, so we can switch back. Let's go. Once my senses confirmed that was the case, I let go a long sigh of relief. I'd had countless dreams and fantasies where this day would finally come, but they had all been just that, dreams until now, and I need to drink some water. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Wait, did I read this? I'd had countless dreams and fantasies where this day would finally come, but they had all been just that, dreams, until now. My eyes could barely see through my tears of joy, so before I started to analyze the device more carefully, I wiped the tears off with my sleeve. The first thing I noticed was that its battery light was glowing a bright green color. Yes, I was afraid my celebration was premature. Though this thing's been locked in there for a long time. What if it doesn't work anymore? I turn it, flip it, check the buttons and edges with my fingers, and it's barely even had any superficial scratches, let alone actual damage. It doesn't look damaged at all, so I think it's safe to assume all of its functions will work, right? Oh man, I'm over the moon. It's happening. It's finally happening. In a burst of euphoria, I pressed the device against my chest and turned around a couple of times, hopping. Sorry. I can't wait to tell Casey the good news. After all this time, after everything we've gone through, we'll be able to return to our lives. She'll get her life back, I'll get my life back, and heck, even if it's been almost 2 years, it's not too late to continue where we left off in our personal projects and goals. Well, but still, being together as a couple, I hope. A couple that I have to admit wouldn't exist because of this little guy. Oh, a couple, a love relationship that was forced by it somehow. No. Wait, if we switch back, is Casey still gonna be with us? Is Casey gonna leave John? Man, I'm gonna cry. Why am I saying that something like that all of a sudden? I stood still in place for a few moments, trying to figure out where that train of thought had come from and why it had spawned such a feeling of insecurity on me. No, that's not right. Casey and I are in love. Genuine love. I was sure of it when I asked her to be my boyfriend, or girlfriend, back during her birthday like a year ago or so. And she agreed. We kissed, we had sex, and she fucked my brains out. That's gotta be love. and she has said I love you hundreds of times. But sometimes I love you can be a lie though. Just because they said I love you doesn't mean they really love you. Sometimes it's just a lie. But I hope Casey I hope Casey didn't leave you. Dozens of times actually. But only in bed. She actually never said that to me in other circumstances. Now that I recall, never. Not even once. Oh my god. A sharp pain in my stomach caused me to sit on the bed, putting the so long lost device on the side. I was feeling extremely dizzy and ill all of a sudden. What the fuck? But I didn't want to say it out loud, but one of my greatest insecurities ever since we started dating had resurfaced once more. One that often kept me awake at night. What if we're in love only by convenience then? I know I began to have feelings for her around a month after we swapped bodies for the last time. That is true, but I never got to actually ask her out and see if she had the same feelings for me. She did, however, say she liked me, or kind of, when we thought we were stuck like this for a good. But a good time passed after we became an official couple. I pressed my eyes with my hands and furiously shook my head. God damn it! Why am I overthinking this so much? What am I afraid of? You're afraid of losing your love. So that's it. Just calm down, John. I'm sure Casey wouldn't leave you. Although Casey personality though does that kind of thing, don't you think? But no. I don't mean it like that. In my opinion, I think Casey would probably stay. Like 50% Casey would stay, 50% Casey would leave John. What if Casey just date John so she could be rich again? Although that I'm not too sure though. I think Casey would stay with John, right? I'm confused, man. I'm afraid of losing her. Yep, that's it. Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, John? What are you gonna do, John? I'm afraid that this relationship of ours is just a coping mechanism for us living as each other, and not something that we genuinely felt regardless of our situation. Oh my god. I'm afraid that when we switch back, when things gradually return to how they used to be, so will our feelings. No! Oh my god. Maybe Cassie will stop having feelings for me. No, don't say that, John. I'm sure she loves you, but I can't say for sure though. She might leave you. Oh my god. Or maybe I'll stop have feelings for her. What's stopping us from finding someone else once we're back in our bodies? That's true. Although I wouldn't mind though, as long as you leave Casey for Yui, I wouldn't mind. Let's go. Nah, just kidding. Oh man, I feel like shit. Devastated by my own thoughts, I wiped the remaining tears off my face and rubbed my temples as hard as I could. What are we gonna do though? John, what are you gonna do? I can't believe I've been wishing all this time for this day to come, and once it finally happens, I start having a breakdown over some absurd bullshit like this. What do I do? How do I put an end to this problem? The answer was obvious. I was very aware I wasn't thinking straight, so I needed to change my focus and quick. Okay, John, stop thinking about the problem and try to think of a solution. What can I do? I don't know, what are you gonna do? I stood up from the bed and started pacing around the room, thinking of the possible outcomes from this. Alright, no stupid plans like reading her mind or copying her memories or some other crap like that. I'm not committing the same mistake twice. Thrice, maybe. If I want an answer, I should go straight for it. Yeah, just ask her. I'm sure she'll be honest with you, right? I clear my throat as I prepare for a quick rehearsal session. Hey, Casey, do you love me? What the heck? Wait, maybe that's too much. Oh, hey, babe, do you feel the real love for me? Not likely. Cass, you wouldn't forget about me if we happen to switch back someday, right? What am I saying? I look at the device for a few moments, as I thought about my words more carefully. Casey, how do you truly feel about me? Yep, that's the one. Use that one. Yeah, I'll go with that. Let's just hope that it works. It sure will work. Best case scenario, we're both happy with our relationship and we swap back. But worst case scenario, both of us confused about this and we... Let's just get going. Yeah, let's keep the positive thoughts, man. After I spoke those words, I began putting all the clothes back into the package and stuffed it under my bed. Then I put the device in one of my pockets and headed for the kitchen. Wait a minute. Wait, I thought Casey's clothes doesn't have any pockets though. Huh? Weird, huh? I'm pretty sure this is the same clothes we wore. Yeah. I had done a good job keeping it together on my trip until I found myself at the kitchen entrance. Damn, I need to calm myself a little. It's just a simple question in and out. You got this. Yep. I'm here for you, John. You got this. After I had gathered enough courage, I opened the door and stepped into the ridiculously large kitchen. Hey babe, got a minute? I've got to ask you some. And make sure to make them extra stuffed, please. Of course, Casey. Just as the maid was starting to stir the mix she had just made, she turned around to greet me. Imagine if Elizabeth just stole Casey's in John's body. Like, she just took Casey away from John. Just as the maid was starting. I just read this, right? Why, hello there, John. Hey, babe. Elizabeth, what are you doing here? She continued to stare as she seems to get confused by my question. Let's continue. Well, first I came earlier from the grocery store, and then I found a pancake craving Casey on my way to the kitchen. Huh. I guess Casey's favorite food is pancakes now? You were taking so long that I nearly died of starvation. Yeah, I bet. What were you doing? Since I didn't want Elizabeth to be part of this conversation, I knew I had to keep my intentions hidden for now. I went to pick up my phone and I got hooked. Looking at memes. I should have guessed. Elizabeth, can you believe this guy? He's neglecting his girlfriend for a bunch of stupid jokes only he gets. Yesterday you spent a full hour looking at pictures of cats when we were cuddling on the sofa and I didn't say anything. Excuse me, they were kittens, and they were super cute. I'm afraid I must side with Casey, John. They're adorable indeed. Okay, whatever. I believe I can just book this talk for later. There's no need to risk myself now. Oh, and who was at the door, John? Huh? Oh, right, the door. No one, I mean, nothing important. Oh, okay. As I tried to avoid any further questions about it, I noticed Elizabeth looking at me from the corner of her eye. Oh, Elizabeth suspecting, huh? Use the device. Erase Elizabeth's memory right now. Okay. It was obvious to me that she wanted to inquire further about my statement, but for some reason that escaped me, she didn't. Good. In that case, I'll go take a seat in the dining room. You coming, babe? Oh, I'll stay here until the first round of pancakes is done. We'll join you in a bit. I nodded to my girlfriend and turned. I nodded to my girlfriend and turned around to exit the kitchen. I feel like I need to take a brave breath. Wait, is it breathe? Yeah, I feel like I need to take a breath. Is it breathe or breath? Oh my god, I forgot how to pronounce this. Take a deep breath. Yeah, a breath. This ain't gonna be easy, and I really don't want to stress out anymore. A pancake or two would come in handy. Now I think about it. A while later, Casey and Elizabeth walked out of the kitchen with a handful of delicious looking pancakes for the three of us to enjoy. Sadly, I was so unsettled about my absurd dilemma, I was barely able to finish one. As we talked about our more mundane stuff, I was surprisingly able to keep my thoughts clear to avoid raising any more suspicions from them. My god, those were amazing, Elizabeth. Sorry, I didn't read. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad my skills are still sufficient for your palate, my lady. You're pretty good indeed. You're really going to eat only one, John. I remember having a larger stomach. Oh yeah, I think I wasn't that hungry after all. Elizabeth stood up from the table and began picking up our dishes and utensils. Elizabeth, why don't you take the rest of the day off? No one should be forced to work after having such an awesome snack. Oh damn it, if Elizabeth hangs out with us now, it will only delay things more. Oh, are you sure, Casey? Yeah, Cass. She's going to have to work more later if she stops now, don't you think? Oh, come on. She's been working like a slave the whole morning. I just want her to start her day off earlier. Well, I really don't have much chores left apart from doing the washing up. Perfect. In that case, finish doing that and you're free. But that sounds wonderful, Casey. I appreciate it very much. We need to get Elizabeth out of here, guys. What's the matter, babe? Is there something wrong? No, not really. I just don't want trouble with your parents to nag me for giving Elizabeth the day off again, that's all. Don't worry about that. Nothing that some convincing from you and your dreamy boyfriend can't fix. Alright? The room went silent as the two of us stared at each other in the eye without saying a word. Given that Elizabeth wouldn't be joining us for a good while, I figured I had an opportunity to finally get this over with. Actually, there's something I want to ask you. My hand slid into my pocket and I touched the device's cold exterior. Heh, I knew you had something on your hands. Oh! What? My whole arm froze on the spot, and my heart started racing as soon as I heard those words. She noticed it? How? Come on, you've been acting strange since you returned to the kitchen earlier. You thought I wouldn't notice. Oh, it was just an expression. What a considered choice of words, damn it. Ah, yeah, sorry. It's fine, babe. Now what is it? I took a large breath in and out before I was able to talk calmly again. Look, this might sound like an odd question, and it may sound like it's coming out of the blue, but I'm all ears. A whole different way. Oh, sorry, what was that? A whole lot different ways to phrase my concerns popped into my mind, but none of them were the one I was exactly looking for. So I simply went with the one I thought would be more general approach. Casey, what do you think of us? Oh, come again? Just as I expected, my question had taken her by utter surprise. Surprise. What do you think of our relationship? What kind of question is that? You may need to be a little more specific. I've been thinking a lot about us lately, about how we got to this point and what it means for us to be dating. Okay? And how we would never gotten together if it wasn't for John. We've had this conversation dozens of times. You have to stop blaming yourself, alright? It's not healthy for either of us. I'm not talking about the guilt, I'm talking about that what if this relationship we've built together has been directly caused due to the absence of the device, and given the uncertainty of ever returning to our own bodies, leaving us no choice but to be together. What the hell are you talking about? Cassie's expression had suddenly turned to a more severe one, almost enraged with what I was saying. Alright, all I'm saying is this really love we're feeling? Of course it is love, you fucking idiot. What else then? Her rage was now almost tangible in the atmosphere. I had never ever seen stand up so fast from her seat while staring daggers at me. All I'm saying is that I might be finding the nature of our relationship a little unusual, that's all. Don't give me that bullshit. It is you who is not sure about his feelings. Is that it? We had several fights in the past, like any other couple, but I had never seen her as serious about it until now. What? Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be having such thoughts about why our thing happened. Who even stops to think such grim thoughts about why you love someone? You either feel love for someone or you don't. End of story. Besides, why are you questioning this all of a sudden? What happened? It's complicated. I bemoan the fact that I couldn't just bring up the device in the middle of this conversation. Even if I wanted to, I had literally no idea where that would take us. Okay, good. Before she raged with an even more sarcastic tone, she just stopped and looked away from me. John, I'm not asking you to love me. I can't force you to do that. And you know what I think loving someone is for me? I've learned to be cautious about telling someone I love you after having heard thousands of empty ones. Yeah, see? So I can't say that I love you with all my heart, but I really want to get to that point sometime. We've known each other for like 2 years and started dating only 1 ago. Of course that true love you speak of is going to take time to develop. But if you bring it up so weirdly, so out of the blue, that's only going to delay getting there even more. Do you get why I can't say I love you yet? Her voice started to crack out and tears were starting to pour from her eyes. Casey, wait! Look, I don't know what to think right now. I need to be alone, please. But Please, John. Fine, sorry. I stood up slowly from my chair and walked away from her, an overwhelmingly impotent feeling in my chest. How could this backfire so badly? Now I'm not only even more afraid of switching us back, but she also thinks I don't love her anymore. God, how can this be so fucking hard? What am I doing? Grunting in grief, I walked up to the stairs and sat on the first few steps. I can't believe the predicament I've put myself into, and the worst is I'm not sure I got the answer I expected. I really wanted to get to that point. Does she not love me enough yet? Does she want more time to pass before she finally recalls it love? And is that because she's also had the same thought as me, but she has been keeping it to herself? I don't know about you, John, but I don't think Casey's like that. I looked at the device for a moment, which I was holding firmly in front of me. Then I stood up in a jump, this time filled with determination. I'll apologize and start over. I can't just let things stay like this. Yeah, go, do directing. Just a few steps before the dining room, I was able to hear some faint mumblings from the room. Oh, the voices become clearer as I walked right next to the door frame, which I had unintentionally left slightly ajar before. And then, what did he say? He just said he was sorry and laughed. Oh, of course. I should have seen this coming. Bringing this problem to our personal couple problem service. Would it be a good idea to bring this issue up to Elizabeth on my own as well? I see that Casey is already doing it. Whenever we ask her for her views on a certain agreement Casey and I have, she's imparticular enough when it comes to helping us solving them. Even though I keep losing most of them. But anyways, I froze in place, pondering whether I should interrupt their talk or leave them alone. I think better to leave them alone for now, or even go for a third option which brought back some old memories. I really need to get this off my chest, and I also wouldn't like to keep waiting and losing my mind. Although it's been quite a while since I last eavesdropped on someone, and I've never even attempted in this body. Well, do you want to hear my own thoughts about this and John? Yes, please. Oh, here you go. I forced myself under my breath and approached as close as I could to the small gap in the door. Maybe for just a few seconds. Then I'll either bounce or knock on the door. Thankfully, neither of them were facing this way, so I was safe to even take a peek there. What do you think, Elizabeth? I've already told you I believe John is a kind and good person, and that I'm thankful he has stayed at your side all this time despite the advertise. And he also doesn't make me work as much as you did. Hey, I had a lot of needs, I still do. But yeah, I feel very lucky to be in a relationship with him. He's one of the most charming and wonderful people I've ever known. He's funny, caring, and empathetic. But unfortunately, he also has a tendency to overthink things and is quite insecure sometimes. Yeah, agreed, babe. Especially the last part. I can't believe you get on well with him. To be honest, usually end up hating my boyfriends. Well, they deserve it. Maybe. And John is the closest you have now to a Prince Charming or Princess. Oh, please. You've seen too many soap operas to think be... What? Operas to think be thinking in figures of speech like that. Well, you clearly haven't seen enough. Ha 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 ha. Oh, okay, they both laugh. Suddenly, both of them burst into laughter. I took those moments to think about what I had heard. Okay, it's clear that she likes me, even if she's still upset about our argument. That's good. And Elizabeth seems to be rather understanding about it. That's good as well. Do you think we can have one of those long talks we used to have back then? Even if we regularly see and talk to each other? I realize we haven't had one in a good while. I cannot think of a better idea, Casey. Allow me to change into something more comfortable first. Sure thing, Liz. I'll be waiting here. Oh, she's coming this way. As soon as Elizabeth left her seat, I started walking towards the door. I backed away as fast and silently as I could to the middle of the hallway. When Elizabeth appeared from her end of the corridor, I played it as if I was casually walking in her direction. Oh, John. Hey Elizabeth, I just forgot something in the dining room. Alright, I'm already done with the dishes, so now I'm getting out of my work clothes. That's good, and by the way, I scratched my head before speaking the rest of the sentence, Although I could already see in the maid's expression she knew what I was going to say. You heard it, didn't you? I raised my hand to stop her before she kept talking. I don't mind if you heard much of it or not, but in case you did, it's not what you're thinking. Well, Casey sounded really upset for a few moments. Why did I just... I need to concentrate more. Well, Casey sounded really upset a few moments ago, and I haven't heard an in-depth version of what happened yet, so I can't draw any conclusions. Although I certainly want to believe you have some solid and well-founded arguments on your side. My silence was the only answer I provided. I do. It encourages me trebly to know what I do. Moments later, Elizabeth started walking towards me while letting out a long sigh. You'll have to tell me your side later, John. I'll be busy with Casey for the next few hours. Sure. Nice. I'm gonna grab water first. As soon as the maid was out of my sight, I proceed to walk to the door. Is it worth it to try talking with Casey again now, when she gets mad like this and demands to be alone? My attempts to make contact with her are usually in vain. And even if the solution to our biggest problem is literally in my hands, it is probable that switching us back during a fight wouldn't be the wisest of choice to take in the current state of our relationship. What? I have fucked up things more than I imagined, and I'm genuinely afraid I'll screw it up again. I just wish I could approach the same topic but differently, like a second chance. With a swift move, I pulled my second chance from one of my pockets and stared at for a few moments. No, I can't be seriously thinking about that. How would I even use it? I'm not messing with her memories, and I can't swap bodies with her just yet. And it would be futile to use Elizabeth as a disguise again because she can come back at any minute. And the form that stored in the device is Elizabeth, right? A quick refresh of my memories from that day, and the answer popped into my mind, leaving me in utter surprise. Hers, yeah, it's Elizabeth's. I don't remember copying anyone else's form apart after that. Sorry, apart. So there's no apart. I'm just adding things. Sorry, hers. I don't remember copying anyone else's form after that. And well, She just literally left for her room, and it may take her a bit to get changed before she's back here again. And perhaps it'll take her just enough time for me to ask a small question to Casey in disguise. Do it! Do it! My hands were shaking as I pondered whether to advance with this improvised plan or not. No, this is wrong. It's dishonest, and if they found out, I'm more than that. But on the other hand, I believe I should make sure the device actually works for when Casey and I switch back, even if it looks exactly as I remember it. Who knows if its inner mechanism are defectives after all this time? And if that's the case, I would rather try it on myself before compressing someone else. I mean, that's a good excuse. Deep down, I knew I wasn't being completely honest myself, but that wasn't stopping me from pointing the device at myself and taking my thumb to the corresponding button. I'll see if this works before doing anything else. I took a deep breath and proceeded to push the button as hard as I could. Moments later, a familiar yet popular sensation spawned everywhere in my body. Oh my god, it's working! As my body was progressively changing its shape, my jacket changed into a pink cover over my shoulders, and my top and skirt melt into a long summer dress. Even though I could feel my entire body shifting in every place, the changes weren't as extreme as I remember, probably due to Casey and Elizabeth having similar overall shape. Still, that didn't stop me from noticing the change in my hair color, as well as the subtle changes to my chest, hips, and face. Here we go, we have John the Maid, or Jellybath, or Elizon the Maid, whatever. Holy shit, it worked! Wait, did I read that? Yeah, I read that right. Wait, I did not read that. After a while, the changes stopped happening bit by bit until I was finally able to move freely again. Holy shit, it worked! Can't believe it finally! I instantly fell down to my knees, trying as hard as I could to hold back the tears. I wanted to cry for a dozen of reasons, but the strongest one was merely a way to relieve some stress. Wait a minute, someone just texted me, guys. 1 second. It's my friend. Done. I just block him because I don't want to text. I don't want text to come when I'm recording, so I just block my friend. Don't worry, I'll unblock him later. Not now. I have to keep it together. Calm down to earth for a second, John. As I stood up again, I realized that I would actually be able to pull this wacky plan off, but I still had to make the choice. Now, do I actually want to do this? Do I really need to? I don't know if I'm actually have enough time to make some significant impact in her opinion about me. Elizabeth. Oh. No. Ah! I turned around as naturally as my unstable physique would allow me to, while keeping the device hidden from her sight in the process. Yes, Casey? Oh, nothing. I just thought I had heard some noise coming from here and wanted to check it out. Huh. Maybe... Oh, nothing. I just... okay. Are you okay? I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Why, yes, I'm alright. I just had to do something before getting changed. That's all. Thank you. before I could say anything else, she jumped and hugged me tightly. Hey, thank you, Casey. I'm so confused right now with my feelings, with John, with everything. At moments like this, I feel blessed to have such a close friend like you at my side. Without saying a word, I hugged her back, and for a brief moment, my mind was at peace again. God, what was I thinking? I can't do this to her. I'll figure something else out, but I'm calling off this ridiculous idea right now. Would you give me a couple more minutes, Casey? Then I'll be joining you right away. Oh no, I just keep that. Of course, I'll be waiting in the dining room. Bye, Case. She disappeared through this door frame, and I was left alone with my thoughts again. Still as nervous and uncertain as just a few minutes ago, but at least now I was sure to... sure what? Where did I live? Now I was sure this wasn't the right path to follow if I wanted to put an end to everything. Yeah, that's true. I guess I'll just do it the classic way. Wait for her to calm down and bring up this issue again more calmly. Yeah, that seems like a great idea. But I really want to talk about this more truly before showing her the device. I took the device out of my pocket once I was in the main hall, a spot I considered relatively safer than the hallway. I'll just turn back and wait for... Eh? A loud gasp was suddenly heard from behind me, which made a very awful and violent chill go down my spine. Oh. When I turned around and noticed the vivid astonishment in Elizabeth's expression, I realized the surprise and the face were the same as mine, literally. Oh my god, Elizabeth just found out about the device now. Well, at least there's no room she can throw me into this time. What is going on? Who are you? It's me, John. I'll explain everything, but I need you to calm down, Elizabeth. John, but how? Is this a dream? Unfortunately, no. Though I certainly wish it was, now that you've seen me. I took that chance to show Elizabeth the device while getting ready to shoot myself with it. The first thing I wanted to do was return to being Casey, to avoid dealing with anyone else who saw two mates in the manhole. Oh my goodness, is that... Yep. After my simple answer, I pressed the morph button again so that the chains would begin to revert as soon as possible. Where did you find it? Or how? When? I raised my shape, shifting and as an attempt to stop her vibrage, just at the right time to see it return to its original shape. Just let me turn back first and I'll tell you everything. My words came out of my throat as if two people were talking instead of one. I instinctively carried my hand to my mouth, where I was now able to feel the lipstick I had put on that morning again. Once I was sure my body and clothes had returned to being Casey's, I put the device away in my jacket pocket and prepared myself to give her an coherent explanation. Alright, done. Upon analyzing the situation from a more cool-headed point of view, maybe telling everything to Elizabeth wasn't a bad idea at all. A second opinion on this matter could likely prove useful to this predicament. I really hope she gets me. I wouldn't know what to do otherwise. But before I start, I need you to keep an open mind and try putting yourself in my shoes. Of course. As long as you don't mean that literally. She pointed at the pocket where I kept the device with her chin. Despite being quite nervous about it, I managed to catch a small grin in her words before I proceed with my explanation. Is that the end? Oh no. I told Elizabeth a quick summarized version of what my mental breakdown had been, how the device got into my hands, how my train of thought derailed into my uncertainness about my relationship with Casey, and hence the true reason behind our fight. Definitely, even if she had a dumbstruck explanation most of the time, she didn't interrupt me at all. And that's basically it. So you're basically not sure if your relationship with Casey is actual love or just by pure convenience. Precisely. And I'm afraid that if I switch back with Casey now, after having had that fight, we might not get back together. I looked the maid in the eye, desperately waiting for something I could be hopeful about in her next words. May I give you my most solemn and an honest opinion about this? Please do. Alright then. You're a complete idiot. Oh. Well, I kinda knew that already. After everything you've shared with Casey, every laugh, every cry, every moment of joy and pain, of uncertainty and hope, and you're thinking everything is just a machination of you and Casey's mind to allow you both to cope better with being permanently stuck as each other. I mean, we wouldn't have fallen in love if it wasn't because of the device. You really think I would have had chance with her otherwise? Even that's the case, you're missing the point. You shouldn't care about the reason why you two are in love. You love each other and that's it. That's what has been bugging me. We haven't said I love you to each other yet. Well, except sexual intercourse doesn't count. Oh, that no, never. But John, Casey's been with me other guys before and she's been heartbroken more than once. She's a woman who prefers being absolutely certain of her feelings before exposing them. And you've only been dating for almost 2 years. That's pretty soon to say those words with their full meaning, don't you think? Dating for almost 2 years is too soon for saying I love you. I don't think so, man. At least, I never had a girlfriend or anything, but if I start dating, just like 1 year, I'm sure I'm gonna have to say I love you. Huh. Well, yeah, could be. I turn around as I try to think what to do now. The way I see it, the only choice you can make now is to confront her, swap your bodies, and put an end to your doubts and grief. But she's mad at me, and I don't know how she will react with the negative image of me in her mind once I swap our bodies. What else are you going to do? She was right. Eventually, would have to end this absurd argument and put things back to normal again. But it didn't necessarily have to be now. I could also wait until we're good on terms again to make sure she'll see things more objectively when we're back in our respective bodies. What was that animation? My eyes darted to Elizabeth, who looked at me in deep concern as I tried to make a choice. Do I put an end to this right now, or do I want to play it safe? Ah! What should I do, guys? I can't end this video right now because I want to make it 2 hours long. Damn it, so I can't ask you guys for opinions. Damn it. I'm sure you guys want to see more episodes, right? Stop with Casey and switch with her, or delay the swap until I feel ready to confront her. I feel like people will choose delay with the swap because you guys want to see more episodes. The longer the video, right? You guys want to make the video longer, right? So we're gonna delay the swap until I feel ready to confront her. Because I feel like if I talk to Casey right now, it would just end the story. So, Elizabeth, look, I can't do this now. Excuse me? I scratched the back of my head as I told Elizabeth about the decision I had made. I just don't feel very comfortable with swapping us back right now. She's furious with me and I don't know how she might react. I'm sorry. I see. The maid's expression became colder and less empathetic after hearing my words. Is that your final answer? It is for now, I'm afraid. Very well, I thought I could try negotiating with you first, but it still seems unable to put your priorities in the right order. Wait, what are you gonna do? She quickly walked past me, almost bumping me with her shoulder, but before she was too far away, I managed to stop her. What do you think? I'm going to tell Casey you refuse to share the device with her, for now. What? Are you insane? You can't do that. Dude, Elzebub, don't do that. John has the right to wait and swap later. You're taking Casey as a hostage in your body for an indefinite amount of time and you dare to call me insane. It sounds horrible if you praise it like that. It sounds horrible because it's the truth. Use it, Elizabeth. Don't let her escape. Elizabeth, wait. Without knowing what words to use to prevent her from doing it, I had to recur to more visual methods. That's why I rushed right in front of her and sitting on my knees and putting my hands together. I beg you, give me some time until she's in a better mood and I'll do it. I know it sounds awful and I feel awful about this too, but you don't know how many feelings I have on my mind right now or how it feels to be in my shoes. No pun intended. She hesitated a couple of times before looking at me and speaking again. 3 days. In 3 days, I'm telling her. I don't care about your relationship status will be at that point. So I'm not giving you any more extra time. Do I make myself clear? Elizabeth. I just quit say for no reason. No. You're insane. As I stood up, I went to give her a hug, but she immediately recoiled backwards. I wouldn't precisely call someone who's hiding vital information from her best friend insane. Now I'm going to have a long chat with her in which I wouldn't say a word about this. And don't even try to eavesdrop on us because I wouldn't think twice to cancel our deal right then. Understood. Please tell her I'm sorry. Later, John. Elizabeth, you're fired. One look of disdain later and the maid was walking down the hallway again. Okay, I managed to buy some time and hopefully it'll be enough since every time we've fought she's been mad at me for 2 days at most, and it wasn't like she wouldn't speak to me at all either. Sorry. Yeah, I'm confident I'll manage to either change my words or phrase my statement from before in less harsh way. I need to have that self-confidence now more than ever, since there's no going back now. And so begin my countdown to Team the Beast. I've had fights and arguments with her before, so I had an idea on how to approach her with caution. One thing I hadn't considered, however, was how serious Casey's words actually were. But still, I just hoped that during the following few days, she wouldn't be determined to ignore me over the next few days. Day 595. Is it 3 days already? I don't recall. Hey Cass, wanna grab something for her? Bro, Cass, what the heck? Alright. Casey, we're ordering food tonight. Wanna stay in? Can't. Your mother has visitors tonight at home and asked me to help her. Oh, I see. Who exactly? I don't know. I'll see when I get there. Alright, have fun, I guess. Okay. Oh, when she's mad, it's like I'm speaking to a wall, or even worse, it's like I'm speaking with Holly. I think this is the... 3 days has passed, I think. Hey, Elizabeth, do you know whether Casey is coming today or not? Oh, she told me that she'd spend the day with your friends. Didn't she tell you? No. That's bad. Do you want me to call her? I can make her come real quick if you need to. My face brightened up as the maid was offering her service so kindly. Oh, really? Would you do that? However, I couldn't help but to think that she must have been hiding something. Absolutely. I'll tell her that the device arrived and you'll get her full attention. I can assure. There's the cat. Yeah. Oh. In that case, leave her be. I'll talk to her later. Very well. She shook her head before continuing with her duties, leaving me alone in my room. Why does she seem to be enjoying this? Anyways, I gotta keep going. Keep on trying, sorry. In the bedroom. Cass. Hey babe, how are you doing? Good. Nice. She doesn't seem in the mood. Oh fuck it, let's get to the point. I miss you. Okay. What the fuck? You don't say K when someone say I miss you. You gotta say I miss you too. Wanna come home for a while to talk? Maybe, yeah. What's that supposed to mean? Is that a yes? After that last message, she stopped answering my texts. Oh come on! I sighed as I threw the phone on the bed. She's not usually this mean when she's mad. Damn it, at this rate, I wouldn't be able to make any progresses. Tomorrow's the day I face her and we get this conversation over with. Day 597. Ugh. When I heard the front door opening, I rushed down the stairs as fast as I could. Hey there, Cassie. Hey. Look, I wouldn't beat around the bush here. Both the maid and my girlfriend's face seems to change as I say that. It seems that my word had worked to draw their attentions. I know you're probably still mad at me for what I said, and you're in all your right to feel like that. But if she seems to cooperate it, her toxic expressions wouldn't give me any extra hopes for whether she'd react to the device as I expected or not. Let me gather some courage first. Oh, John. Oh, let me tell you something. My eyes brightened up to what Casey was saying. I had no idea what it might be, but since it was the first sign of interest from her since our argument, I'd gladly take anything. What is Casey gonna say? Sure. I've been thinking about what you said, thinking on it from a different perspective, and I realized I might have treated you too harshly. Well, this is unexpected now. Is it good kind or the bad kind? Oh, and what conclusion did you arrive to? Yay, Casey gonna stay with us. I realized that you might had a point about this relationship being forced by the device. We were the only ones the other would date given our condition, right? Well, since you weren't sure about our relationship, I figured it kinda doesn't sound like a bad idea to try seeing other people before we resume our thing, don't you think? Dude, what the fuck? It's definitely the bad kind of unexpected. What? No, I don't want to see other people. I want you. I feel the same way, John. Believe me that I do, but I'm trying to have those kinds of ideas. I don't know, think of it as a possibility. With my mouth gaping in all, there was only one question left to ask. Are we breaking up? No, I wouldn't say it like that, but rather taking some time. A lot of couples sometimes do that and they eventually make up their minds. Get to know their feelings better and ultimately end up together again. Okay. Or not. What the fuck, Casey? A very acute and awful pain surged in my chest as I heard those words from Casey. I was losing the battle. This new situation taken straight from me, from a nightmare, could only possibly end with two outcomes. Well, option one, I show her the remote and hope she changes her mind in the last second after swapping us back. I really don't want to wait who knows how long to fix things up with her. Heck, I don't want to go on a date in this body to begin with. What am I supposed to do to go out with? Dudes or girls? Definitely dudes, man. You're a girl now. Or the other hand, there's option 2. The option 2, which I wait for Casey to make up her mind and go back to what we had. I mean, I must be losing myself if I'm sure thinking to postpone for an indefinite amount of time to go back to my body. But the truth is, I really want to stay with Casey when that happens. And if everything goes south, I'll be able to swap us back anytime. After all, so I guess I'll have that as a backup plan. A brief glare to Elizabeth, and I noticed she was looking just as envious as I probably was. What do you think, John? Don't tell Casey about the advice. Tell Casey about the advice. We're just gonna split up. If I show the device right now, she's gonna think I've been hiding this from her, and she's not gonna love me anymore. Sorry, Cassie. I don't know, but if I tell her, Cassie, I love you, but I'm so sorry. I couldn't afford to lose you, man. No, I can afford Casey having those kind of thoughts in her mind if we're going to swap back then. I just can't. Okay, Cass, whatever you say. It pains me a lot to go with this, but I'll try asking Elizabeth for more time or ask for her help, or I don't know. Okay then. I guess we'll talk more about it later. Let's go to the living room, Elizabeth. I'll join you in just a minute, Cass. There's something I need to talk to John about. Cassie nodded to her and proceeded to head for the respective hallway. Elizabeth approached me with a look I could only describe as in disapproval. I'm disappointed, John. Come on, you heard what she said. Our thing is basically over, and I don't want to go back to my body being single. Are you sure that's the case? Or is it that you don't want to go back to your body at all? What? What is she up to now? Where are you going with this, Elizabeth? All I want is my relationship with her to go back to what it was. And I wouldn't be able to do that if we swap bodies now. That's what I fear. And also, before I spoke again, I put my hands together when I didn't fall to my knees like the last time I asked Elizabeth for a favor. I'd like to ask you to give me more time, please. You're out of your mind, John. Now please move. I need to go and see my friend. Wait! As I saw Elizabeth walking in the same direction that Casey had taken, I knew my option had narrowed down even more. I knew it would be useless to try and negotiate with her, but maybe there was a very good possible she'd listen to me if I look desperate enough, which I actually am. But if that's not the case, I'm down to only one final option. The device, right? The device. An awful but feasible idea had been popping up in my thoughts for the last few days, which involved using the device against the principles I had imposed myself of not using it to tamper with people's mind. I would never use this against Casey to make her forget about our conversation, no. But Elizabeth, on the other hand, if I were to wipe her memories of me finding the device, then I'd have all the time in the world to fix my relationship with Casey, and that'd be all I have to use it for. Aside from swapping us back later, of course. Just as the maid was starting to get out of my reach, I knew I had to make a decision, and fast. Instead of Elizabeth trying talking to her one more time. I don't feel good with messing with people's memories, man. So I'm gonna try to talk to her one more time. Oh man, this is gonna be so hard, but it's the only way. Elizabeth, stop! I rapidly approached her, taking her firmly by the arms before starting my negotiation. Please, I need you to think about what you're about to do and how that hurt me and Casey. John, I already made up my mind. I'm already betraying Casey by not having told her when I could. Exactly. You're not going to become more of a traitor if you keep it hidden for just a couple more days, right? Da da da. Wait, that didn't sound right. Goodbye. No! Wait, that's not what I meant. I just, god damn it, I feel like I'm very close to doing it, but I desperately needed your help. All I'm asking for is 2 more days, and then I wouldn't bother you again, for real. The maid looked at me with the same unchanged look of contempt as she thought about it. I had played my last card, and now I was waiting for the verdict. I'll talk to Cassie. Really? Oh, thank you so much. Dude, just dude. Her voice sounded more sore and fed up than ever before, so I chose to listen to her and stop talking. I tried thanking her again with a thumbs up, but she ignored it. A quick turn and she was off to where Casey had left to. I wish I could feel more confident with her words, but the last thing I want is for her to change her mind due to me being unbearable dense. Well, whether I like it or not, this will have to do until tomorrow. The next thing I did was to go upstairs to my room. I was in serious need of a break to clear my mind and figure out how to proceed with Casey from now on. It was during the evening when I eventually went back downstairs to check on the girls and grab something to eat, not necessarily in that order. Oh, hey there. Hey, John. Good evening. However, I was not expecting to meet the two of them so fast and was so willing to talk again. Well, I guess the lack of alien assault towards me is a good sign, right? Looks like I did well in trusting Elizabeth. The girls are good. Everything alright? Yeah, sure. You? No, I was on my way to the kitchen for a snack. I was just about to start making dinner. Casey will be joining us too. Huh? Really? That's certainly good. I came looking for copper and I found gold. The fact that we're on standby wouldn't prevent me from enjoying the exclusive cousin of my friend, mind you. Of course, haha. I might as well get started then. As Elizabeth left for the kitchen, I tried bringing the subject up to Casey once again. Hey Cass, about what you said earlier. Sorry, I'm really not in the mood now. I'm very tired. What if we talk about it tomorrow? Yeah, alright. Even if I really wanted to talk to her, I decided if it was the best if I played it cool and not push my luck any further. Elizabeth? Yes, it was just before I was going to bed later that night that I decided to talk to Elizabeth about her favor to me. Wait a minute. Hey, it's this pajamas again. Thanks again for not saying anything to Cass. We'll likely talk things out tomorrow and I'll finally put an end to this. Hopefully. I'm sure you will do great. But you should get some good sleep regardless, don't you think? Yeah, absolutely. See you tomorrow. I stepped into bed as Elizabeth walked out of the room, turning the lights up before closing the door, and I prepared myself to catch some quality sleep. Turns out, it was surprisingly easy for me to fall unconscious. I was more exhausted than I was able to tell. Hey, let's go. Oh, wait, what? It's that device! It's the device! What's happening? What? The next morning, I woke up feeling different. Sure, I was well rested, but as soon as I opened my eyes, I could tell there was something off about me. What's going on? The first thing I noticed that, for some reason, I was wearing clothes that wasn't the nightgown I used for bed. Not only that, but I also realized my hair was no longer the mess it usually was every day when I woke up. What's happening? Yo, we're back? Did Elizabeth did this? Man, that fucking bitch. Did she switch us with Casey back? I got up from the bed and looked down to my body in curiosity. Wait, what? Man, she could just give us a little bit more time. That's fucking bitch. Oh my god. I don't know what drew my attention more. The fact that I no longer had Casey's pair of boobs hanging from my chest, or that I was finally be able to see my feet with such ease after a very long time. Anyways, the outcome still was a freak out. I'm this body. I'm me again. Oh my god. My hands jumped from one corner of my body to another to check that everything was in place. Arm, chest, legs, ass, hair, nose, dick. My voice. I'm still like myself again. I'm no longer cat. Wait a second. How did this happen to begin with? Where's the device? Most importantly, am I really awake, or is this just that recurrent dream I used to have? No, you're not dreaming, thankfully. I'm gonna kill you, you fucking bitch. You could just give John a little bit more time. It's their relationship. Why did you fucking do that? Oh my, I'm so mad at Elizabeth. The door suddenly opened and Elizabeth walked into the room. A measured look of disappointment on her face. Elizabeth, how can this be? How did it happen? The device. I put it in the safe place and... Well, whether or not to call your night table drawer safe place is debatable, but it is sure isn't a secret one. What? Oh wait. She nodded the moment it clicked all together in my mind. I took the device while you were sleeping and swapped Casey's body and yours back to normal. But why would you do that? Why wouldn't I? This is what you should have done the second it came into your hands. But this has nothing to do with you. It's not... What? You don't have the rights to do it. Man, oh my god, I'm so mad at Elizabeth. You said you would give me more time. Yeah, exactly. You have no rights to just steal the device and switch us back. I lied, forgive me, but it was too dangerous to let you continue with this secret. Indeed, just like I had thought, Elizabeth had betrayed me. Elizabeth! Look, whatever you're about to say should probably also be heard by her. As soon as she finished saying those words, a very upset looking Casey walked into the bedroom. Casey! John, why did you do this? By the look of things, I was about to get a strong dose of guilt and sadness for breakfast. Casey, I did it because I was afraid of losing you. I suppose Elizabeth has already told you her version of things, but please let me tell mine. Go on. With a tear rolling down her eyes, she allowed me to continue my speech. Well, the thing is that upon finding the device, a lot of memories of our time together came to me, and I couldn't help but to think that things turned out this way because of it. And the irrational fear of losing you when we switched back grew stronger and stronger within me, to the point I desperately needed to ask you if you really love me or not. And as you can see, that conversation didn't turn out good at all. So after seeing you mad for what I've said, I decided to wait until the waters calmed down before bringing the device up to you. That not only didn't happen, but I realized things took a turn for the worse when you said that about seeing other people. I could already feel a tear rolling down my eye, but my voice remained solid nevertheless. So I really didn't want to happen, so I asked Elizabeth to keep it a secret from you for just a little longer until I could talk to you properly to diffuse that idea of yours and getting on good terms again. And after that, I would have just told you about it. Yeah, I would have swapped us right away. I just didn't want to lose you. John, the room was rendered in total silence after my long speech. Then Casey was the one to finally speak again. What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you think I wanted to get to this point? You come to tell me. Sorry, what? You come to me and tell me out of nowhere you're not sure about your feelings, and without a counter justification. What the heck am I supposed to think other than you don't want to be with me anymore then? And the way you phrase it, that devastated me, you idiot. And the worst part is I wouldn't have thought about the idea to date someone else if you had just told me about this right then. She broke into tears at the same time I did, and Elizabeth wasn't getting left behind. I had real feelings for you, you moron! If you had only shown me the device earlier, we would have never gotten to this point. I would have never gotten to the point of not being able to trust in you anymore. What? After what you did, I just can't feel the same anymore. Even if you had your good intentions, I just can't confide in you anymore. So we're breaking up? Yes, we're making it official now. Well, that's one particularly depressing way to start the morning. I mean, we're back in our bodies. We should be bursting with joy and happiness, but I really wanted to do that with you. I buried my face into my hands as I could not believe where my decisions had taken me. I was an utter fool to think I could pull off something like this. I should have swapped us back right from the start. That would have had an outcome a million times better than this. Fuck, I'm so sorry, Cass. Look, we're both starting off the morning in an awful day, so let's not make it any worse. Would you please leave me alone in my home? I want to get acquainted with so many things of my life again, and you must be feeling the same way. She was right. I was forgetting that I was back to being me again. I definitely should be happy about this, but the pain of having lost my girlfriend and it being solely my fault was taking away all my energy from wanting to do anything else. Yeah, but I'm already missing you, and I'm missing the man I fell in love with too. So that's why I want you to go home, think about what you've done, and become that man again. I'll escort you to the door. No, I can do it myself. Thanks. I was still mildly annoyed at Elizabeth for what she had done, but I could also clearly see why she had done it. But before I stepped into the hallway, I remembered a key piece that caused this situation. Wait, where's the device? I disposed of it. You what? We've already seen how dangerous that thing can be, so I'm not taking any risks with it anymore. How can you even think of getting rid of an astronomical piece of technology? Kiyoshi would have considered that like a intellectual level of offense to... Wait, man, Kiyoshi, Kyoko, Katrina! I'll finally get to meet them again as me again! And, well, do plenty of other things as myself again. That's one hell of a silver lining for this dark cloud. Realizing the large amount of things I was able to do again was a sort of relief to my mind, giving me energy again to go out in the world and continue living my life where I already Casey laughed. Alright, that's fair. I'll see you around then, Elizabeth. Thank you for everything in this last couple of years. And Casey, I'll become the man you talk about. No, someone better than that, I promise. Their silence was all the answers I needed to my goodbyes. One quick turn and I was already heading down the hallway of the mansion's second floor. After I left her mansion, I took the bus back home and decided to spend the rest of the day getting more familiar with my original life, given that it was a weekday and I was supposed to be in college until noon. My mother and sister wouldn't show up until afternoon. I spent the day doing what usually cheered me up on gray days. Playing video games, watching TV shows, playing more video games. It helped a little, but I still felt pretty bad about what had happened. The thought that ruled my mind through the rest of the day were whether Casey would love me again if I provided myself trustworthy again, or whether I deserved to be with her again at all. Thankfully, I had plenty of time and things to do in the meantime to distract myself from thinking that 24/7. I'm home! Oh, hi sweetie, how was your day? Hey mom, I didn't go to college today. I didn't feel too good. Oh no, what happened? Do you have a fever? I wish I broke up with Casey this morning. Sean, really? Come closer. I want to give you a hug. I didn't ask. I did as she asked, and she pulled me tightly as to her as soon as I was close enough. Just the fact that I could hug and talk to my mom again like I used to was already making me feel better. Do you want to talk about it? Not now. Maybe after dinner. Alright, that's perfectly fine. Still, it's a pity though. She was such a good girl. And she was rich. It was my fault though. I made a mistake. A big one. Oh, John, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure that... But you're a good boy. I'm sure that whatever you did to her will surely heal over time. I smiled and nodded to Mom while wishing her words would become true someday. Although, just to be sure, it wasn't some sort of police intervention, was it? What? Mom, no! Ha! I thought so. Sorry, I guess nowadays young adult love isn't as well as it was back in my time. I don't think I want to know the context for that. Nothing close to that happened, don't worry. That's reassuring to hear, sweetie. I'm gonna miss having a rich daughter-in-law. Oh, she's still very close friends with Holly. You'll likely get to see her again. But can she date her? What the fuck? Mom? I'm joking. Oh, don't smile. Oh. I think we are so close to the ending, guys. A couple of days later, I managed to meet my friends again. Given that we were no longer in school, it got a little harder to arrange a meetup. But after a couple of weeks, we thankfully managed to coordinate one. Yo, I miss you, Kiyoshi, Kyoko. Oh, hey, Katrina. And that's sort of what happened. Yeah, I'd probably have the same expression if I was told one of my friends has been in the wrong body for the last 2 years. Given that the device was no more and things were back to normal, I figured I should tell the truest of truth to them since there was no need to keep the secret anymore. So you're saying the John we knew from this last 2 years to now has actually been your ex-girlfriend, and that she was actually you, the real one, pretty much. What are you hiding, John? I mean, it's fine if you don't want to tell us everything that happened in detail, but at least don't give us clearly made up story. No, it makes perfect sense. And of course, the Keymaster hasn't changed a bit. Is this kind of theories of you having been kidnapped by an evil corporation and then replaced by a doppelganger? I'm so relieved. You seriously thought that I wasn't the real me all this time. He did it most of the time, but he kept bringing it up every now and then. I'm still not buying it, dude. You have to admit, it sounds really weird even if it's the truth. You're right, although this might change your mind. What? I approached Katrina, whispered a couple of secrets about her that her sister had told Casey. So, he's telling the truth, guys. Scarlet, that bitch. Kyoko raised her brows in surprise, while Kyoshi grin grew larger than it already was. Huh, wow. Kyoshi, do you realize what this means? I most certainly do, my dear Kyoko. That your friend is finally back and can't wait to spend the day with his closest pals? That freaking aliens are real! Oh, they both just said that at the same time. This is truly a unique moment for sign and human history. Oh, that too. J-Man, tell me everything. How they look? Were they tall, green, gray? Did they have antennae? Antenna? What? Oh, does it mean the crop circle we made that day actually worked? Did they tell you how to make contact again? Were you able to notice an artifact resembling a space hyperdrive escalator a clear reader when you were abducted. Eh? I wasn't sure how to feel about Kyoshi and Kyoko bearish of questions. It's not like they were excited about the wrong thing because, well, aliens. But it seems like my body misplacement misadventure wasn't as exciting to hear as that. Guys, calm down. We'll all talk about it while we take a walk around the park and go for some ice cream or something sweet to eat, alright? Sounds good to me. I'm definitely gonna need some energy for this conversation. And I'll be able to do a recon stroll for when I prepare my next sign for them. Let's go! Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't missing doing this with them. Just like the old times. Before they got too far away, I sped up my pace to join them. Nice! We're so close to the ending. Epilogue. Oh. I'm guessing this is the ending. Woo. Ah, yes, home at last. After a long day at college, I was finally be able to sit down and relax on my couch. Exams were coming up soon, so I wouldn't have much time to relax like this for a while, so I decided to make the best of this opportunity. And I know exactly how I like to do it. Grab some food. Go grab some food. I got up from the couch and headed to the kitchen to grab something to eat and drink. Maybe a soda, if I was lucky, and there was one left from last night. Oh, wait, what, Casey? Oh, hi, John. However, I got an unexpected surprise upon stepping in there. Hey, Casey, what's up? I'm good. Just grabbing something to drink with your girls upstairs. Ah, cool. Is it a soda by any chance? No, just some water and a couple of beers Holly bought for this. Classic Holly. It was the first time we talked again since we broke up a month ago or so. I had successfully managed to keep her out of my mind most of the time since then, although I imagine this conversation had a good handful of times. And thankfully, it was going surprisingly smooth. How's Elizabeth? She's as helpful and friendly as always, now looking to start going to community college. Oh, that's great. What does she want to study? She wants to become a doctor. That'll take her a while, but I can totally see her succeeding. Yeah, I agree. How's your friends? Oh, you know, same as always, haha. I did tell them about the device and the swap, though I felt like I needed to. Makes sense. But did they believe you? No, at first, no, well, except for Kiyoshi. Oh, they both said it. They both said it. This is a cute couple, oh my god. John and Casey. I'm taking that as a screenshot. As we laughed for that little bit, it reminded me of many times we had done it as a couple, and well, a couple of questions popped into my mind. Hey, are you, how have you been since, you know? Oh, yeah, I've been good, I guess. I still a bit upset though, but I've been doing a lot of stuff too. Good, yeah, me too, I guess. After an awkward silence in our conversation, Casey finally grabbed the drinks and proceeded to head upstairs. Anyways, good to see you, John. Casey, wait! Oh? I desperately wanted to keep talking to her, but I knew I had to let her go now. You, are you guys staying for dinner? Oh, we really weren't planning to. I see. But I'll ask the rest up there nonetheless. I'm sure they'll like the idea. Oh, that's great. I mean, that's good, yeah. She smiled for a few moments to me before turning around to start heading upstairs. See you later, John. See ya, Cass. I opened the fridge where a cold soda was waiting right on the top of the top shelf for me. Sweet. And that's the end, I think. Finally, I grabbed a bag of chips from the cupboard and walked back to the couch to watch some TV. Is it the end? Oh, and where there was fire, ashes remained. Oh, Although this is not the end of this video, guys. This is not the end yet, because we're gonna go and try some of the other thing. We're gonna go to skip. Where's the we're gonna skip all the way to the choices. We're gonna try to get the different ending. So this is the one we chose to go to the Yui possession thingy, that we possess Yui thing. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go back to Casey. As of Kyoshi's over, and then we're gonna click skip again. Shortcut, nope. Usual route. Avoid his equation. Endure her scolding. Wait a minute. I love you, Yui. Mention anything. Return home. And upstairs. I told Natsumi she couldn't. I greeted her, cut her off abruptly. You didn't use the device. I don't want to use the device to solve someone else's relationship problems. His idea didn't hold much interest for me. I thought it'd be best to not mention it. I told her I just had home. I social husband Casey, here we go. I'm gonna switch them while hidden. Oh my god, they're just floating. Oh. Read Casey's note. Go to the bathroom. Keep it on. Force Elizabeth to fill in for Casey. I told her a version of the truth. Reason insists for her to follow me. They ask Casey. Go to the piano class. Ask for the blackout kick. Oh my god, it's stuck. Oh, thank god. Delay the swap until I feel ready to confront her. And then... Not yet, not yet. There's still one more, right? Wait, although... Hold on, I need to go back. Go back. Yeah, we're gonna go back here and then we quick save here. So we don't have to skip everything. On. Stay as Casey. Okay. I'm gonna try to get different ending, guys. A blackout kick. One. Oh no, it's gonna stuck again. Okay. No front. Don't tell Casey. Okay, this is the last one. We're gonna use the device on Elizabeth this time. I can't believe I'm about to do this. I'm sorry. I tapped quickly slid to the second button on the device as I thought what command I was about to input inside Elizabeth's mind. Forget everything related to me finding the device of the past few days, including this conversation. The maid froze in her place as the command went into work. She looked around her for a few moments in utter confusion until she finally turned around to look at me. John, did you say something just now? Oh man, did it work? No, not really. Forgive me, then. I got lost for a moment. I must be feeling tired. Yeah, I opened my eyes in amazement as her behavior towards me seems to change all of a sudden. You're going to chat with Casey now, right? Of course, she's in great need of support and advice from her closest confidant in this decision she has taken. It's really very intriguing and confusing why your feelings suddenly changed towards her, but I've seen that happen before. As much as it pains me and Casey, it sadly happens. Hold on. There was something in her words that wasn't exactly clicking for me, so I had to double check. Did I tell you my version of the story at any point? You did. I believe it was 3 days ago when we met at the main hall. After that, you begged me to give you more time with Casey to get her back. Which, to be frank, I found it very insulting towards me. You phrased it like if I was convincing Casey of splitting up with you, or some sort. And what I've actually been doing is exactly the opposite. For your information, when she finished speaking, it hit me altogether. I see. So she does remembering everything that happened, even that encounter. But now every trace of the device assistant has been removed. Holy crap! Holy crap! This thing is amazing. Potentially dangerous, of course, but quite useful yet nonetheless. I'm sorry for that. I don't know what come over me, but I promise I'll get my feelings stored. I will get everything back to normal again. I hope that's the case then. Very well, John. I'll see you later. Once the maid had disappeared from the front hall, I proceed to gather thoughts and think of a course of action. Right, so now I'm the only one that knows about the device since like when I found it. But what do I do now? I wouldn't forgive myself if I used the device to change Casey's feelings towards me. That's out of the question. My other option is like thought before showing her that I'm mature enough to figure out my feelings and wait for her until she's sure about what she wants. Of course, that means having to conquer her heart again, which will take me some time, but hopefully not that much. The decision of removing Casey from my predicament through the device had, oh sorry, I just hit the mic, had left me with a bad taste in my mouth. And the fact that I was willingly forcing Casey and me to stay as each other wasn't making it any better. But there was no turning back now. Okay? Days passed, then weeks, and then it becomes a month since Casey and I had decided to give some space and put our relationship on standby. We talk to each other every now and then, and she visited me often because the mansion was still her home, of course. But the way we interacted didn't resemble a couple anymore, but rather the way a couple of good friends do. Soon it began feeling like as if I was talking to Kat or Kyoko, and I knew I had been given the friend zone treatment. So you basically broke up? No, we didn't. Cass, every time you said we took some time to think about it, you ended up breaking up with your boyfriend in the end. Really? Why did I think talking about this with Holly was going to make me feel better? Yeah, girl, the best thing you can do is just wait and, have some fun. It's usually you who tells me this stuff, but the rules have reversed, apparently. I don't know, I really want to be with him again. Well, if you really mean it, I'll keep you informed of his moves. Thanks, Holly. Who is this now? Hey, Marty. Marty? Huh? Now, who's Marty? You see? Character DB. Marty. You see here. Marty. A bartender at a local pub. He's affable enough and his... Wait, he's a bartender. What is he doing at the college? Sup, Holly? And hey, Cass, who also appeared to be one of Casey's ex-boyfriends. What? Hey, how convenient finding you here today, giving out flyers, I see. Well, college students like bars. I work at a bar, and they also have money, and I like money. Yeah, listen, she's certainly broken up with my brother, and she happens to be in the need of some company. Holly, what are you doing? She's crazy if she wants me to hook up with one of her exes. Wasn't it him who broke up with Casey, actually? Shh, just let me talk. stopped whispering and quickly returned to my sport and placing my eyes on the actually very handsome looking young adult. I see. Well, sorry to hear that, but I'm already seeing someone. No, that's not where I was going. Okay, that was close. Then what? You think you could arrange a special girls' night out promo at the bar for like 4 of us? Or, yeah, you, me, Gwen, and I'm pretty sure I can convince Elizabeth to join us. Well, hell, you can also bring Scarlet if you want. Well, I don't know, Holly. Those are Wednesday night, and today's Friday. Come on, Gwen and I go there all the time. We're 2 of your most loyal customers. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I tell a friend or 2. So, you okay with that? Sounds good. Great, in that case, I'm off. Gotta keep handling this out. See ya, ladies. Thanks, man. See you later. Once Margaret turned around and began walking down the street, Holly turned around and looked at me with confident smile. Well, what do you think, Holly? I just keep that. I really glad to see Holly. Oh, damn it. Okay, guys, you guys can read it, right? Because I want to drink some water, and I can't read this. I'm sure you guys have enough time, right? Okay. And to be honest, I didn't know if it was a good idea or not to do this. But I decided to give it a chance nonetheless. Thanks. No problem, Cass. But to make it clear now, I don't want to end up with a boy flirting with me tonight. It's just us girls. Sure thing. If I had $1 for every time you've said that, I'd be rich as you are. Hey, I'm serious. The next day, Casey and I were walking around the mansion gardens, doing our usual cash up things, and decided to bring up that subject. Hey, last night I went with the girls to the bar. Holly actually tricked me into going, but I ended up agreeing. Oh, and? Well, it was fun. We had a few drinks each and some friends of Margie joined us. They were pretty cool with us. I thought we had to leave because Scarlet got wasted relatively soon. Huh, classic Scarlet. But that sounds cool, John. Good for you. Thanks, I guess. I see you're enjoying the other side, eh? Though I thought you would be looking for a girl rather than a boy. Oh, no. I didn't do anything like that. They just approached us and we talked. That's it. Alright, haha. You know, I recently went with Katrina and the rest of your D&D group to the karaoke place. And they invited a couple of friends of theirs too. So we were quite a group. That's great. It was, yeah, I had a lot of fun. A stab of fear and a hate force seriously suddenly surged inside me upon hearing Casey's word. I didn't want to admit it, but deep down I knew our conversation were getting stiffer and progressively more awkward. However, even if it wasn't a good sign, I refused to give up my crusade and earn Casey's love back. The only problem, however, was that sadly I couldn't see that happening anytime soon. Oh, this is the end again. Have a look. Day 1, 2, 3, 9. Damn it. Why is it taking him so long? I just reloaded the script for no reason. Fuck! No. I just clicked D first. Oh my god, no. No, it says search for... no. After reload, not responding. No! Are you kidding me? Is this actually happening to me? Oh. Roll back. Ignore. Oh, wait. Why is that? Take care. Damn it. Why is it taking him so long? She'll be here anytime. Don't worry, Cass. Oh, I need to take a screenshot. That was all I was meant to do. Elizabeth and I had been waiting for Casey for nearly 2 hours. She was taking a decisive exam at college and she was certainly taking her time. But I'm stressed. and I can't even imagine how stressed she must be. I sigh uneasily in front of the college gate, thinking about Casey, thinking about all the things that had brought the both of us here right now. After I got the device back in my hands around a half an year ago, I made the really difficult decision of not sharing it with Casey until things were better between the two of us. We had rather couple fight after which Casey took the instance to take some time for each other to re-evaluate our feelings and relationships. Even if it pained me, I was forced to agree to that at first. It was hard getting along with Casey as a friend, not only because she was still in my body, but because we then had a history together. But we still talk regularly to each other to check on the other's life. I wasn't sure at which point in time it happened, but we eventually gave up. I didn't wait to switch back. Well, she actually, but I still had to pretend because we were still far away from returning to a solid relationship like before. In regards to our friends and family, we visited each other fairly often. We came out with some sort of system that allowed us to kind of merge our social lives despite not being a couple anymore, but rather two good and close friends who used to date before. I'd be lying if I said we didn't have our ups and downs even as friends. However, every time we argued or spoke someone from the heart to someone from or spoke from the heart to each other, I could feel us grow closer together slowly but soundly. And Elizabeth was always there to support us, like she had promised a long time ago. We even tried to dating other people like Casey originally suggested, but it didn't work out. We even tried dating our bodies opposite sex, and it got even worse, but that's a different story. Time passed and we got fully accustomed to our new identities, private lives included. I now thought of myself as Cassandra Wright and she as John Davis. It happened so gradually I didn't realize it until I had become completely acquainted with my new identity. And thankfully, as time passed, our relationship changed as well. We started seeing each other more and more regularly as we used to when we first switched bodies. Then we slowly got more intimated. Things continued to escalate the more we met and spent time together, until a couple of months ago when she finally asked me to be her girlfriend again. And here we are, waiting for my boyfriend to finish his exam. He studied so hard these last couple of weeks. We rarely had any time to see each other. Elizabeth, that's it. I'm going in. Oh, Casey, it wouldn't be necessary. She rapidly pointed back. She pointed behind my back with her chin, and I turned around in the blink of an eye. Oh, Cass, what are you doing here? John, hi! How was it? Did you do well? Well, I don't want to brag about it, to be honest, but the prof said I aced it, ha ha ha. Woo! Congrats, babe! I jumped straight into his arms upon hearing the good news, and I gave him a full victory kiss. Congratulations, John! Did you guys really waited for me all this while? You're nuts. Oh, it's fine. I will for any. Wait, what? Sorry. I'll wait for longer. One more pang on the cheek, and I tenderly held his arm with his hand with mine. It makes me so happy we're back together. I guess that means I can finally use the device on us again, and without any danger of ever losing either the device or Casey again. But I'm very happy as I am now, and so she seems as well. What if we go to your place to celebrate? May I suggest a restaurant instead? I know a very good one that is downtown. Oh, nice. I'm down for that. How about you, babe? Yeah, we've waited quite a long time to switch back. What's another few days to it? Really, we would have swapped back a few days ago, but that would mean doing this exam. I guess after our celebration dinner, we have the trekking thing in a few days, right? And next week there's that show father got me tickets to see the regional film race concert. And just a few days from that we have that trip to the beach we booked months ago. As long as I'm with you, I'll go anywhere you say. Oh, that's cheesy even for you, for Elizabeth standards. Well, I thought it was pretty sweet, actually. Okay, it was sweet, but cheesy nonetheless. Well, shut up and walk. With the sun about to set down behind us, we started heading down the street for a well-deserved feast. And love the way I lie. And I'm gonna end this video right here. So enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the post notification, and most importantly, don't forget to smash that like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.